Welcome to Conflict News 2042 complete situation report for you from Gaza, from Israel, from the Middle East. What happened in the last 12 hours? What is happening now on Jordan-Israel border? Thousands of Jordanians are marching towards the border. What is happening on this border? Tensions rising Jordan-Israel border. Secondly, Israeli military is asking all people of northern Gaza to leave towards Egypt or towards southern Gaza. Can it happen? Is it possible? What is UN saying? Details for you. Thirdly, Israel is distributing weapons to its people, civilians. Yes, Israeli National Security Minister has been seen overseeing the distribution. And fourthly, prisoners have been killed. Those hostages, rather, who were taken prisoner by Hamas fighters on Saturday. Some of them have been killed. Hamas has issued a statement. And last night, what happened last night? More than 700 targets were hit last night by Israeli military. All these stories and others in this video. Let's start from Jordan-Israel border. Israel shares border with Jordan, Egypt, Syria, Lebanon, Mediterranean Sea, Gaza. And yesterday, day before yesterday, we saw statements from Hamas. Hamas called upon all Muslims across the world, all the people across the world, to show their support for Hamas on Friday. Today is Friday. And Hamas asked people of neighboring countries to march towards Israeli borders. It asked people of West Bank, Jerusalem, to gather in Al-Aqsa Mosque. And it asked people of West Bank, East Jerusalem, to confront Israeli military. And it asked people of entire world to protest. So today is a big day. And if all Palestinians start marching towards Al-Aqsa Mosque, definitely we'll see tensions there too. But first incident which is being reported is from Israel-Jordan border. Jordan so far has taken a neutral stance in this war. It is not taking any sides. Rather, Jordanian airspace is being used by the US to provide weapons to Israel. Jordan is not stopping US. So Jordan is silently supporting Israel, you can say, by opening its airspace for US military planes, we can say that. And Jordanian government a few days ago issued a statement saying that there should be de-escalation talks and war is not solution. Jordan, neutral. People of Jordan, we saw big rallies in Jordan in support of Palestinian groups. I showed a video a few days ago of a big rally which was held in Jordan. And Hamas's call is being heard now. Thousands of people, Jordanian people, marched this morning towards Palestine, towards Israel. They reached the on bikes, in vehicles, on foot. They marched towards the border. A big escalation on Jordan-Israel border. Jordanian military intervened. Jordanian border guards intervened. And these minutes, I'm recording this video, tear gas shells are being fired by Jordanian border guards. They are trying to disperse thousands of people, Jordanians, who have gathered on Jordan-Israel border. They're trying to confront Israeli military. Total chaos we are seeing these minutes in Gaza, Israel, around Israel, it seems. First development. Let's see, can these protesters be dispersed or will more join? We'll try to update in coming videos. What about people in Lebanon, Syria, Egypt? Will they join as well? Will they also march towards Palestinian Israeli territories? What about Palestinians in West Bank and Jerusalem? What's going to happen there in coming hours, we'll try to update you. Second important development is about announcement by Israeli military. 24-hour ultimatum was issued by Israeli military last night to the people of northern Gaza. That people of northern Gaza leave their homes and move towards southern Gaza. Almost northern half of Gaza is being targeted by military, Israeli military. The military gave 24 hours to the people of northern Gaza to leave their homes and move towards an area to the south of Wadi Gaza, which is almost between north and south. So Israel wants entire North Gaza to be clear of civilians. Military says that Hamas fighters have built tunnels under houses. Their facilities are underground. Hamas fighters are using human shields. That is why, for the sake of safety and security of civilians, civilians in northern Gaza should leave their homes and move towards southern Gaza. Southern Gaza shares border with Egypt. Now, Gaza is very densely populated territory. Around 5,000 people per square kilometer in Gaza. Gaza is a small strip of land, around 365 square kilometer area of Gaza is densely populated already. And a densely populated area, Gaza, and people of Gaza being told to move from northern to southern Gaza. Is it possible? Already, entire Gaza is very densely populated. That is why UN issued a statement saying that Israel must withdraw its call, otherwise it will lead to humanitarian catastrophe. Already there is humanitarian tragedy happening in Gaza. If Israel implements its decision of 24-hour deadline, it will lead to a catastrophe in Gaza. So this is official UN position. Israel so far is not listening. What is Hamas saying? Hamas says our people won't leave the lands. This is what Israel wants. Israel wants to expel people from their territory. Israel wants to commit ethnic cleansing. People will not leave. Hamas told people to stay indoors. Egypt is very concerned. Why? Because to the south of southern Gaza shares border with Egypt. Rafah border crossing, it's on southern Gaza, Egypt border. Egypt has been opposing the entry of people of Gaza into its territory. It does not want to be involved into this conflict. Egypt, Turkey, and Jordan yesterday issued statements saying that any attempt by Israeli military to push people of Gaza, people of Palestine into neighboring countries would be unacceptable. Now it is happening. Egypt, what will it do? Will it open? By the way, Rafah border crossing on Egypt-Israel border is closed. Egypt-Gaza border is closed since the start of this conflict on Saturday. Nothing is entering Gaza. Nothing is leaving Gaza as border crossing is closed. This is the only border crossing for Gaza to connect with an outside country. To the east, Israel, to the north, Israel, to the west, Eastern Mediterranean, to the south, there is Egypt. So far, Rafah border crossing closed. Will Egypt come under pressure and open the border crossing and host people of Gaza, or will people of Gaza agree to leave the territories? That remains to be seen. Israel is putting pressure upon the people of Gaza. It means that in coming hours, we could see either intense bombardment of northern Gaza or ground invasion of northern Gaza. And Israel made it clear, its military, when it made announcement about call on people to leave their northern Gaza. It said that the military would conduct operations in northern Gaza. Military wants to clear Gaza of Hamas. Military wants to decimate all the capabilities of Hamas fighters, no matter what happens. So catastrophe, there is total chaos in the Middle East these minutes while I'm recording this video. Let's see We'll update in coming videos about this call. Will it be implemented or not? We'll see in coming hours. Thirdly, viewers, very important development is about distribution of weapons to civilians. Now, civilians are being involved in this war. Israeli civilians. A video has been in circulation of an Israeli official since last night showing him monitoring the distribution of weapons to civilians. His name is Itamar Ben Gvir. He's national security advisor. He visited a spot last night where people, civilians, were being distributed weapons by Israeli military. It happened in West Bank. In West Bank, both Israelis, Palestinians live. There are Israeli settlements too in West Bank. The West Bank is the seat of Palestinian government, but there are some Israeli settlements too. So in these settlements, there are fears that Palestinians could launch attacks. We have seen some attacks yesterday. Member of a Palestinian group stormed a police station in East Jerusalem. He fired and injured two police officials. He was shot dead in the retaliatory firing from security forces. And 2 days ago, a man tried to ram a bulldozer into a police station in West Bank. So in West Bank, tensions between Israelis and Palestinians. That is why Israelis are being armed. What if Palestinians are armed too, and they could be armed in some cases? It means we're going to see tension, fighting in West Bank between civilians too, not just between armed groups and Israeli military. Another escalation. That is why I say there is just chaos in Israel, around Israel these minutes. So weapon distribution to civilians, tear gas firing on Israel-Jordan border, people of northern Gaza, around 1 million, told to leave their homes in just 24 hours, while southern Gaza, Egypt border is closed. This is the situation. Now, prisoners, Hamas issued a statement just a few minutes ago saying that 13 hostages have been killed. On Saturday, when Hamas fighters entered Israel-controlled settlements, breaching the security fence, they attacked several places. They attacked a music concert too. They kidnapped civilians. They kidnapped foreigners too. The kidnapped people, the abductees were taken to Gaza, and Gaza has been under bombardment. Hamas has been warning that people who has been taken prisoner who are in Gaza, they could be killed, and this is what happened. 13 deaths confirmed today by Hamas. Hamas says that in the bombardment which is being carried out by Israeli military, 13 prisoners have been killed in 3 different locations. We know that international community has been calling for exchange of prisoners. Hamas rejected the offer. Hamas took these prisoners to Gaza because Hamas believed that if prisoners are in Gaza, Israeli military would not bombard Gaza. But military did not listen. It bombarded Gaza. And no prisoners exchange. Hamas says the exchange of prisoners will happen after the war ends. Meanwhile, Hamas claims that Palestinian prisoners in Israeli prisons are in difficult position. Food is being denied, water is being denied, power has been cut off. Hamas asked Red Cross to visit the prisons. According to Hamas, these Palestinian prisoners' lives in Israeli prisons are in danger. What happened last night? Last night, according to Israeli military, 750 targets were hit in just one night. 750 targets, almost all in Gaza. How many airstrikes have been conducted on Gaza so far? How many bombs have been dropped on Gaza so far since the start of this conflict on Saturday? Thousands of airstrikes. What about rocket firing? How many rockets fired from Gaza into Israel? Thousands so far. Just 6 day long war, and we are seeing catastrophe on the ground. Meanwhile, last night, Israeli military launched an operation in West Bank, and their speaker of Palestinian Legislative Council was arrested by Israeli forces. It has been confirmed. His name is Aziz Devaik. Some say he has affiliation with Hamas, but he's a politician working as speaker of Palestinian Legislative Council, which is based in West Bank. He has been arrested. So this is the overall situation in the Middle East. Coming hours very crucial. We could see rallying in support of Hamas, in support of armed factions across the world around Israel. We could see tensions on Israel, Egypt, Israel, Lebanon, Israel, Syria, Israel, Jordan borders. We could see tension around and at Al-Aqsa Mosque. We could see more airstrikes. Let's see. We'll try to update you in the evening with a complete report from the region. Thank you for watching.